Well, y'all, I was fortunate to get a deer this morning, and little old young doe, perfect for me for what I like to eat. So we're gonna see if we can do some skinning. Basically, I am gonna test out. We're gonna skin with old Jonah. I get a lot of questions about Jonah and is a good skinning knife. We're gonna find out. I do have a Gideon knife with me. This is the Gideon knife. And then I've got a knife that, and I'm just going to experiment. It ain't like, well, can I skin a whole deer with one knife? I can. In fact, I couldn't tell y'all how many deer I have completely skinned and dejointed with a knife just like this right here. You don't need a special knife. But I want to see what I like. And this knife here is a cheap El Cheapo knife, okay? It was in some stuff I got from a knife maker when I bought some equipment. And if I like this design, I may design one of these with better steel. This is a Pakistan knife. It ain't gonna stay sharp. It ain't never gonna hold an edge. We ain't even testing that. We testing the functionality of the design and the way the knife is. So I am wanting to experiment a little bit with these two knives, but now we're gonna start out with Jonah because that's what I like. So we're just gonna be kind of testing out some knives, and as I always do, I show y'all some tips that I use on skinning a deer. And y'all, skinning a deer is one of them things that everybody has got a best way to do it, okay? So I ain't here to tell you, hey, your way's wrong and my way's better. I'm going to continue to do it the way I like to do it, And if you like a different way, you're welcome to comment and say how you do it and all that kind of stuff, I ain't against that by no means, but I try to take my time and be real careful right here around that tendon. My dad's up there working in the shop. I figured he'd come down here to see what I was up to here shortly. But basically all I do is go around this, and then I'll split it all the way down the center. I always hang them up back feet. I know a lot of people like to hang them up by the head. It used to be taught to hang them up that way, and if that's your method, do it that way. I like a gut hook for that hook right there, but I'm trying to get away from that because I don't like a gut hook on a knife. I can make a gut hook. It ain't about that, but it's in the way for everything else. Hooking stuff, so you seen me just do what I needed to do without it. So, and we're going to try to we're going to save the hide. We don't want to destroy the hide. So a lot of times when I get right here, I'll slide my knife in sideways to cut this. And y'all, I neck shot this deer. I favor a neck shot. Because you know what? I didn't have to track this one. She didn't run off. Matter of fact, she didn't take a step. And I know somebody's like, why didn't you film hunt? Well, because I was trying to film the other day, and they run off. They spotted me moving around up there. So I said, you know what? Till we get some meat, we're going to omit the filming. Because I was filming in the woods, but anyway. So I'm just kind of whittling around. I cut strictly that membrane, y'all. And I'm more to cut into the meat than I am the hide because we are going to attempt to tan this hide. So I'm going to probably back this up, time lapse it till I get to something done. to make sure that I get these glands right here off. Okay, I cut them off right now with a hide. So I do that on both sides to make sure I get them out of there. You see, they in that fat. All right, right here, y'all, I cut around these joints. And you gotta cut until you find that joint, it'll pop. And then, you know, we just gonna front shoulder. Now I'm gonna go back. I want to use Jonah some because I know y'all say, "Oh, that's because it ain't no good." It's probably the only knife I really need. You save these so you can make prints to get the other hunters hunting somewhere else away from your stand. Come right here, cut down the middle. Come around under that, all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm gonna start at the top. I'm gonna cut around this bone right here. Come back in close. And then I'm gonna go right here. Split between them muscles. One day I'm gonna have me a hanger that don't spin around. I'm gonna hook it on two of them. So, if you're blessed to have one that don't spin like this, you fortunate. But we've learned to make do with it. Then you whittle it right on off of that bone right there. Right here, now I've already got froze bottles of water in my cooler. I've put my meat on. gut side of it. I get my cover scent right there. I got me an empty bottle. I usually do this on a table, but anyway. You gotta poke all that top part down in there because you don't know right where the hole's at. And I don't know if I got all of it, but I got a good bit. Is your catfish liver? I mean your catfish bait, your deer liver. I'm gonna get that part every time. All right. Here's what I'm after. Best piece of meat in the whole deer. All right, it's all in the cooler. I didn't get every detail, but now y'all, this little knife right here, I really liked it. Now I had to just stop and put them down and use different, because I'm trying to test and see what knife I want to do what with. But this is going to be a jam up little just all around skinning knife. And of course, Jonah did everything I needed it to do. You could do the whole job with it. You don't really need a different knife. But as a knife maker, I'm experimenting because everybody likes something a little different. And basically a cutting tool, you can do everything with a cutting tool. Some people prefer a little different style of stuff. So that is what I was experimenting with. I got all my meat in the cooler. I'm fixing to get it loaded in the back of the truck, go put it up, and then I'll let it chill in this cooler. I'll change out the ice bottles every day. It's getting up in the 80s, upper 80s this week, so I'll have to keep a close eye on that. But anyway, thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all.